Alright, the atmosphere in the crypto world just changed overnight. If you have been holding XRP through the ups and downs, you need to sit down for this one. Something massive is happening in Washington, D.C., and it is coming straight from the top. President Donald Trump just made a series of public statements that have left market strategists, especially the XRP Army, completely stunned. Levi Rietveld, the founder of Crypto Traders, just put out an urgent message to all holders saying right here, I can't believe what Trump just did. So we are not talking about small tweets or rumors anymore. We are talking about a fundamental shift in how the United States government views our industry. So in this video, we are going to break down why the president just placed crypto on the same level as artificial intelligence and why he used one specific word that should make every bank and regulator in the country nervous. So let's start with the first question about, did the president just make crypto a national priority? For years, we have been fighting for a seat at the table. We have been asking for the government to stop treating us like an experiment and start treating us like an industry. Well, according to Levi Rietveld's latest analysis here, that day has finally arrived. In a recent public address, Trump spoke plainly about the state of our world. He didn't just mention crypto. He called it a big industry and emphasized that it has officially become mainstream. He pointed out that it is not just retail investors anymore. Banks are holding these assets. So, in my own personal opinion, when a president uses his platform to validate that banks are holding crypto, he is essentially ending the shadow ban that has haunted XRP for years. So, in my own view, this is Trump telling the regulators to back off. He is acknowledging that the transition to digital finance is not coming, it is already here. So, as a trader, seeing the executive branch of the US government give a green light like this is the ultimate fundamental buy signal. So, the next question is there a new obligation to protect the crypto industry? This is the part that really caught the strategist's eye. Trump didn't just say like crypto. He used a much stronger word. He said he feels an obligation. So let's highlight the word obligation. Again, he feels he said he feels an obligation as president to make sure that our industries do well, specifically citing crypto. Think about the word obligation. He is not saying it's a hobby. He is saying it's his job to protect it. Rietveld pointed this out directly to his viewers, noting that this is the first time we have seen a president take this level of personal responsibility for the success of digital assets. So, in my own personal opinion, I think this word obligation is a direct warning to the SEC and other anti crypto lawmakers. Trump is basically saying if you attack this industry, you are attacking an American interest that I am obligated to protect. For us XRP holders who have been stuck in legal battles for what feels like a lifetime, this is the shield we have been waiting for. It changes the power dynamic from the government attacking us to the government defending us. The next question is, why is Trump comparing crypto to the global AI war. In a move that surprised everyone, Trump connected the crypto industry to the United States' global competitive position against China. He noted that the US is leading China by a significant margin in AI, and he expressed that we must maintain the same lead in crypto. In my own personal opinion, this is the most brilliant move I have seen yet. By linking crypto to AI and national security, Trump has made it un American to be anti crypto. He is framing it as a race for global dominance. If China wants to win the digital currency war, Trump wants to make sure the US wins first. So for XRP, which is literally the bridge for global liquidity, this positions the XRP ledger as a piece of critical national infrastructure. So my take is that XRP is not just a coin anymore. In the eyes of the White House, it is a strategic asset for American economic leadership. So, the next question is, will Trump's pressure on banks finally unlock XRP's potential? Levi Rietveld highlighted that Trump is not just talking, he is applying a pressure. The president is reportedly putting heat on banks to be more open on digital assets. We know that Ripple's primary goal is institutional settlement. We know the banks want to use it, but they have been afraid of the political fallout. So, in my own personal opinion, if the President of the United States tells the banks he has an obligation to make the crypto industry do well, the banks are going to listen. The fear factor that kept banks from using XRP for cross border settlement is evaporating. To me, this is the final piece of the puzzle. We have the technology, we have the network, and now we have the political pressure to force the doors open. So, what does the bigger picture look like for XRP holders this year of 2026? As we move further into 2026, the political environment is shifting faster than anyone predicted. Trump has now tied crypto to American economic leadership on multiple occasions. He has placed it in the same conversation as national competitiveness. So, in my own personal opinion, we are witnessing the institutionalization of crypto. It is no longer about memes or get rich quick schemes. It is about which country will control the future of money. Trump's statements have officially moved XRP from the fringe to the forefront. When the president says crypto is a mainstream financial sector that deserves executive support, the army has already won the battle of legitimacy. The strategist's message to us is very clear. A major shift is coming. When the most powerful man in the world starts talking about crypto as a national priority, the market cap of these assets is going to reflect that reality sooner rather than later. Overall, this is a moment to remember. We have waited a long time for the White House to speak our language. Now that they are, the game has changed forever. So we need to keep our eyes on the news, stay focused on the long-term utility, and remember the political tide has turned. And this finally ends our video. Thank you very much for watching and see you on the next one.